hello, and welcome to the Sometimes Video Games podcast. I'm Adam, and as per usual, I'm joined by the sleepy boy, Charlie Walsh.
What are we talking about, bro? I'm wide awake. My eyes are wide and I'm awake. That's what that means.
Is it?
I think so. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely certain.
How are you doing? You having a nice time? You having a
I'm
nice
awake, bro. I'm awake. Why'd you call, bro? I'm awake.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And the rather hungover boy, Louis Birtwistle. How are you?
I'm okay.
That's a good noise.
It's it's the best noise.
How are you feeling? Have you had water?
I'm not hungover, just tired. But I've not had water. I've got a bottle of Coca-Cola Zero
Coke Zero?
next to me. Yeah,
Why Coke Zero?
that's all I really drink.
Oh, is it?
I don't drink the sugary stuff, man.
Why not? Do you not like it, or do you just think is it a health thing?
Kind of. I'd rather have heart problems than diabetes, I suppose.
I'd rather have instant death than diabetes. Yeah, sure. Yeah, makes sense.
It's like diabetes is like a really it's a really just difficult thing to deal with, man. And I just rather not.
Can be, yeah. That's fair. I understand. Understand your plight, good sir. What have we been up to this week? Have we had a nice time? We've been doing fun things.
I have had a great time.
Oh, really? Why is that?
Well, because some new stuff's come out in some video games that I play, and it's been really, really good. Really good.
That's good.
But I don't know if I want to segue into video games so soon.
No. I mean, video games is whatever, right?
Because Adam, you had a little proposal for us.
I did, but it was mostly because we were talking about random shit, right?
We were
talking about.
So before we started recording,
we were talking about your Christmas party.
Shit. No, we were talking about Chocolate Man. We were talking about celebrations and how we were going to do it.
The Chocolate Man.
What? I never said that.
I think it came from Malibu, didn't it? We said some people don't like coconut.
Yeah, so we ended up saying that me and Adam quite like a bounty.
I do.
A lot of people hate them, and I'm kind of disgusted by this fact.
What's your position on bounties?
I feel like it deeply offends me.
Love them.
I love their music.
Yeah, great.
So you're also not one of the chocolate coconut haters.
I'm not a weirdo.
No, exactly. Some people don't like coconut, so we were thinking. Because I think it came onto the celebrations box, and
I'm not super keen. Yeah, but yeah, no, I get that, but I'm not super keen on coconut. But I still love bounty.
Really?
I don't really care about it. Coconut's just whatever. Like I don't have coconut in any other context apart from bounties, really.
Where would you have it? I have coconut shampoo, but that's about it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have it in any other context, so I wouldn't know.
Sure. Yeah, I don't typically just eat coconut. Although no, I love coconut milk in a curry because, mate, they make it banging.
I don't think I've ever as big of a curry fan as I am. I don't think I've ever gone for coconut milk.
If you're making a curry, it doesn't matter how spicy or whatever it is, you add coconut milk to the base and it's really good. Just adds that extra thing. Yeah. It's nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were talking about Christmas chocolates, essentially. we thought, hey, we do a bit of a tier list live because we love food on this stupid excuse for a podcast. So let's do it. Let's rank the celebrations in a tier list. There's only 8 of them. That's the one the bounty comes from.
Can we get what ones were in there, please?
We can. So the ones in the celebration are Bounty, Galaxy Caramel, Galaxy, Maltesers, Mars, Milky Way, Snickers, and Twix.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I forget every time until I see it, and then I just shove it all in my mouth. I'm not gonna lie.
Chocolate's chocolate, innit?
Yeah, basically.
I mean, I don't like a Snickers because I have a very strong disposition to all nuts in general.
All nuts. Wow.
Yes.
Well,
apart from the almond, which I don't know if it's technically a nut.
I love the fact you called it the almond. That was gratifying to me. What about peanuts?
Oh, I hate peanuts.
Monkey nuts.
I
hate them.
Cashew nuts.
Hate them.
Pistachio nuts.
Oh God, no.
Coconuts.
Is that a nut?
It's not a nut. I like coconut.
Is coconut a nut? Let's check.
It's not. It's a legume. But we can.
It's a what? A legume. A legume.
Something like that. I can't remember how to pronounce it, but something like
that. Sure. Do you like hazelnuts, Louis?
Hazelnuts.
Like Nutella.
I mean, I like Nutella, but I don't really like hazelnut.
If you like Nutella, then that opens up. Do you like peanut butter?
I hate peanut butter.
Do you like satay sauce?
It's okay.
I like satay sauce. I don't like peanuts, but I like satay sauce. Right. That's that then. So we want to rank these chocolated bars that we get in the celebrations. The first one is the Bounty. Do you want to do? Where would we put the Bounty? Straight up.
Hang on. What are we putting them from 1 to 8? Are we putting them in tiers?
A, B, C, D is what is automatically on this tier list maker.
All right, you're on tierlistmaker.com officially. Okay.
Tier maker.
Bounty A.
A for Bounty. Lou, what do you think?
What for Bounty? Is there an S tier, or does it just go up to A?
There is an S tier, yeah.
I would put Bounties in the A tier.
I would also put Bounties in the A tier. I think Bounty in the A tier, probably where it's at. I guess this is just going in alphabetical order at this point. So Galaxy Caramel.
S.
S, Louis?
S.
I agree. That is an S. Galaxy Caramel is an S. Is the normal Galaxy Smooth Milk, I guess is what it's called. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? A? Not S? No?
What? Galaxy Smooth Milk?
The normal Galaxy, yeah.
I kind of agree with Charlie.
It's an A. I think it might be an S, but I
thought Charlie said it was an S because I want to put it in the S tier.
Well, Charlie said A.
All right, I thought Charlie said S. Never mind. I want to put it in the S tier. Personally,
okay. I would also personally put it in S tier. And I guess that's the joy of democracy.
So I have to admit, as far as like chocolate goes, I do find Galaxy to be a bit like I don't know what's the word. It's like too sweet, kind of.
More sugary than creamy, yeah. I guess.
I think it's too creamy.
I think it's too creamy. I think it's creamy, yeah.
Because I can't stand. Well, I mean, to be fair, like, because my favorite chocolate is, as you know, probably dairy milk.
Dairy milk is very nice. Dairy milk is very good.
I just feel like it's just good.
Is normal Galaxy better or worse than Galaxy Caramel? What would you prefer?
Normal Galaxy or Galaxy Caramel?
Because like I go for the Galaxy
Like,
Caramel first, but only because they run out first. You know?
Yeah,
There's, like,
I mean,
three of them in the thing.
I really like Galaxy Caramel. I mean, I just like caramel in general, but sometimes I just like plain chocolate a bit more.
What do you think, Charlie? Caramel or normal Galaxy?
I mean, it stands.
The
S is caramel, A is normal.
Oh, okay. Sure. Okay, so I guess we keep it that way. Maltesers is next.
S.
S for Maltesers.
Maltesers is maybe one of the best chocolates going.
Really? What do you think, Louis?
Maltesers is S.
S. I was going to say B.
I think Maltesers are also the most popular chocolate in celebrations.
I think they probably are, yeah.
In general.
They probably are. I was going to say B. I mean, yeah, sure. I just will put it in S, and if you two want it in S, that's fine. Better than Galaxy or worse than Galaxy?
Democracy pulls through again, Charlie.
It does. We're just going to put all chocolate in S at this point.
I mean, once you said it was the S to A, B, D, T, whatever listing, then all of a sudden it did. Well, I was like, this is going to be very top heavy.
It is going to be top heavy, yes. Fair play. Mars. Now, I have a bit of a difference in Mars. I think the small Marses aren't as good as the large Marses. Like I think Lou was saying about Bounty, a bit off screen, because I think the small Mars is, I don't know, maybe a bit chewier. I know it's weird. What do you think about Marses? Mars.
B.
B? Really?
They're fine.
Mars, Louis?
Mars. I kind of want to put that in S tier as well.
I will say we'll put it in A as a thing, I'm not going with democracy this time. I think I would probably put it in A personally. But I think in terms of like the tiebreaker of SAB, put it in A middle way, right? I don't know. Are we happy with
They're fine.
They're fine. What is it you don't like as much about
They're
them?
just fine. They're just fine. The taste, they're just fine.
Yeah.
There's nothing special about Mars. Like, I'm not complaining. That's why it's in B. If I was complaining, it'd be lower than that.
You'd be complaining.
If someone gives me a Mars bar, I'm having a grand old time. I'm eating a Mars bar, but like, if I'm thinking about it in terms of the celebrations, it's the last one I'm eating.
Really? Okay. I don't think it's the last one I'm eating. I think the last ones... there are two that I think I'd eat after it, even. That we're going to come up to, because we've got 3 left. Either way. Next one's Milky Way.
My favourite out of the lot.
Yeah? What do you think,
Yep.
Charlie?
B.
B?
Better than Mars, but not an A.
I also personally think... I think maybe as I've grown older, I've appreciated the Milky Way more. And I know that sounds kind of wrong, because I feel like Milky Way, you probably enjoy it the younger you are. But the older I get, the more I kind of go, you know what, this actually is very nice. I would also put it in S. I think. But,
Ooh.
I mean, I'll tell you what. Let's move Maltesers down to A and then put Milky Way in A as well. Because I was going to say B for Maltesers. You two said S. I've said S and Louis said S for Milky Way. Charlie said B. Makes sense. Put them all in A. Is it better than Mars?
Yeah, it's better than Mars. I feel very strongly about the Maltesers thing, but that's fair enough. I still think we should have ranked them 1 to 8. I think that gives you more argument room.
Sure. I mean, that makes sense.
Because again, to be clear, you put chocolate in front of me, I'm eating the chocolate.
I mean, yeah. But it still makes
unless it's dark chocolate, then I'm throwing it back in your face.
Really? Dark chocolate? Well, it depends how dark it is. But dark chocolate's pretty nice.
It's fucking shit, mate.
You reckon?
It's the worst.
Bourneville's good.
Every piece of dark chocolate ever invented is bad.
See, I'm kind of the opposite. I can't deal with white chocolate.
I love white chocolate, man. I love it.
It's too sugary for me. It's too sugary. Like, I prefer it sort of creamier, and I don't mind it bitter either, to be fair. Like, dark chocolate's kind of bitter, and I don't mind that, but White chocolate for me is way too sugary. I just can't deal with it. Next on our list is Snickers.
A.
A for Snickers. You go for a Snickers over a Milky Way or a Mars?
Yeah.
Wow. Louis, where's the Snickers going for you?
In the bin. Never eaten them.
So D in
Nuts.
this tier list. I would say that Snickers is the last thing I go for. If there's Snickers left, I maybe will have it. But I wouldn't typically go for the Snickers over any of them. I think it would be the last one I pick. Louis says D. Charlie said A.
Yeah.
Chocolate's chocolate, so I would say maybe B. So, as a compromise, what do you think? B or C? B?
Bottom of B.
Bottom of B. I mean, there's only one in B, and it's Snickers, so.
Bottom of B.
Last one is Twix.
A.
A for Twix.
A.
A for Twix. I'd probably also say A for Twix, although I probably wouldn't go for it. I'd probably go for I think I'd say about the same as Mars for me. What do you think? Better than Mars or worse than Mars?
Yeah.
Charlie thinks they're better, yeah?
I don't know. Like I do really do like Mars, but it can get a bit sickly. So it's a really tough decision whether I prefer Twix over Mars, because the biscuit in a Twix is like, for me, some of like the nicest biscuit that you could get in a chocolate.
I get you. I mean, I can put it on Mars.
Like it's just good, man. Like, it's just good.
Sure. I think I can. Yeah. I mean, I can move it above Mars if you want. I don't think it's better than Milky Way, but unless you two think it's better than Milky Way. I don't think Charlie does. Right?
Wait, hang on. Is what better than Milky Way?
Twix.
Yeah, for me, yes.
Yeah. What about you, Louis? Twix better than Milky Way? Well, you said Milky Way's your favourite, right?
Yeah, Milky Way is my favourite by far.
Yeah, and I think Milky Way is probably better than a Twix. So I guess Twix is about there. Next, above Mars, below Milky Way on the tier list, by the sound of things. So our little tier list here is completed. We've got at the bottom of the pile is the Snickers. I mean, the nuts is probably the reason, right? Peanuts is the reason.
Peanuts.
Peanuts.
Who doesn't love a good peanuts?
It's a pretty good accent, to be fair.
Yeah.
Just underneath, just above the Snickers, we've got the Mars.
I gotta say, do you have it on stream?
I have it not on stream, no. We are at podcast time.
I suppose.
Yes. I mean, so the two S's are Galaxy Caramel and Galaxy. And then we've got Maltesers in third, Bounty in fourth, Milky Way fifth, Twix sixth, Mars seventh, Snickers eighth. Is there any that you think is so egregious on that list that you would 100% disagree with?
Probably Mars, but like, I'll just put it a little bit higher.
You put Mars a little bit higher. What about you, Charlie? Maltesers, it's fine in third place regardless, right?
I mean, I think Maltesers is the best there, but I don't really care. I mean, the Snickers is the only one, but I understand the reasoning. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think the reason it's to be fair, and I think the same goes for the Bounty stuff. The reasoning is that some people don't like coconut, some people don't like nuts.
It's basically, do you hate coconut? Yes. Then you hate Bounties. Do you hate nuts? Yes. Then you hate Snickers. There we go.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. There we go. That's our celebrations tier list. Enjoy. The Galaxies at the top, Snickers at the bottom. Everything else in between. Bounty surprisingly fourth for us. Which, I mean, I guess we all like Bounties. There we go. Let's move on. Let's do something else. That was a good time. Are we all okay today?
I've been better.
You've been better.
Yeah, Mum. I've been better.
This is because of the the drinking.
Yeah, Mum.
Charlie, what have you been up to this week?
Work.
Sounds alright.
Work. I'm doing this event stuff, and obviously because it's Christmas, it's non-stop at the moment. Because every workplace is having their Christmas do, and if you're not doing it in
Man, last
person,
night.
yeah, and if you're not doing it in person, then you're doing it online, and I'm doing an insane amount of them. Next Friday, I have 14 events to work, so
Oh Jesus, that's a lot.
I'm kind of going non-stop at the moment on that.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I've watched magic shows, cocktail making, a murder mystery thing.
What's a Christmas party online about? Like, I find that very weird.
That's exactly what I just said. You have magic shows, cocktail making, murder mysteries,
So everyone buys
wine
the drinks
tastings.
Wine tasting. So you just buy the drinks to your house and then everyone tastes it online, like on Zoom or whatever.
You hire. So the company I work for basically acts as an events organizer, if you want to put it that way. So a company, so say, here's a fun one actually. Here's a fun one. I can actually say that's video game related. So a company will hire the company that I'm working for to organize their works. Doing there's like a bunch of we offer like tons of different. Let me pull up the website so I can remember what they do. There's tons of them. There was a bingo night hosted by a drag queen. That was incredible.
No, nice.
So you'll hire them. So say you're Google, and you're like, okay, we want to have the bingo night hosted by the drag queen. So you hire our company, and we then go and sort it out with the bingo people and sort it all out. And then you lot just Google we'll sort out basically a Zoom call. All the Google employees join the Zoom call, and then it happens, right? That's essentially what it is. Sure. So, like, say it's wine tasting, our company will go to the what's a wine person called? Sommelier, and organize the dates, organize the Zoom call, and then they'll organize which wines to send to Google. And so, like, and it's for people who work from home, right?
Yeah.
So, because, like, especially in the tech industry, there's no reason to bloody work in an office anymore. Why would you?
No,
you're the tech industry. You can work from home. So you might as well at that point. So yeah, so everyone will jump on a Zoom call. There'll be however many people in the team, and then the sommelier in that sense, and then I'll just be there to make sure everything goes fine. But yeah, it's you'd be surprised by the amount of like different options there are. There is a hell of a lot. Chocolate making, reef making, pizza making, cocktail making, flipping. There was a Lego and beers one I was doing the other day, where everyone gets Lego sent to them, and then they do like different tasks with the Lego while just drinking beers that they have and stuff. But yeah, so the other day I was doing one. What was the event? I can't remember. I want to say it was cocktail making, but I might be wrong. And so I'm there basically just to make sure that everything goes okay. So like, there's no tech problems. Like, people can all hear and see each other or whatever. In the year 2021, that's easy. It's Zoom. Everyone understands how Zoom works. But just to make sure it's all fine, and to make sure, like, as the events organizer, to make sure that the provider of the event, so say the sommelier in a wine tasting session would be there and ready to start on time, and then the clients are all there and ready and that sort of stuff. So what I tend to do is basically most of my job is just small talk while I click buttons to make sure everyone's okay.
Sure, yeah.
Like, that's essentially what I do. And so most of the time I'm like trying to pay attention to what people are doing, just to be like, if I need to make small talk with them, I can, that sort of thing. So with the murder mystery one, for example, I was speaking to their tech person who does all the hard work for them. And she had a cat, so we just spoke about cats for a bit, like stuff like that. Just like, I realized she had a cat because I saw the tail go past on the camera, and I was like, sweet, there we go, I can talk about cats. So I'm sitting there on this call the other day. I don't remember what it was, and the first person from the clients joined. The first person from the client team. There was going to be about 20 people from the client side, right? The hired side. The first person joins, and he's wearing he's got like a gamer headset on,
Sure.
and he's wearing an Epic Games hoodie.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay, right, that's useful because I can actually talk about these things. this is something I don't have to bullshit my way through. I can actually just have an actual conversation about this. Then the next person joins and they've got a Fortnite t-shirt on.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, sweet, right. This is perfect. That means I can get a conversation between two of them going, and I can just concentrate on actually doing the thing I need to do, right?
Yeah.
And then the next person joins and they have an Epic Games Christmas jumper on.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm like, this is getting weird now, right? What is going
really
on?
Is,
I'm looking at the client contact details and I see this company that I've never heard of, and I Googled them and they're like a sort of PR events people who like basically companies hire them to make E3 booths is basically what's happening, right? So I'm looking down their site and I'm seeing they've got all these E3 booths and all this other sort of stuff, like places like that, Gamescom like that. I'm like, oh crap, so they must have been hired by Epic or whatever, blah, 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 blah. But then the more and more people came on, all of them had like Epic Games or Fortnite stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is weird. So then I look past the client details and I just Googled one of the names of the actual people who were on the call. It turns out the party was for the VFX team for Fortnite.
Oh.
And it was their like celebration do after finishing that big season that they've just finished. Because like the day after, The Rock was in Fortnite and all this other stuff. And I was like, oh, this must have been the end of session thing. They celebrated finishing and they did this. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, they were all the VFX teams for Fortnite.
That's cool.
And so for the rest of the hour and a half or however long that event was, I was just listening to Chug Jug with You non-stop. That was the day I tweeted out Chug Jug with You. Yeah. That was when it was happening. I tweeted it at the time.
Jesus.
I tweeted the song because I was just sitting there singing it to myself the entire time.
I really want to Chug Jug with You.
Can we get a snippet of? I want to hear Charlie sing Chug Jug.
We got a #1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down. Get down, 10 kills on the board right now. Just whipped up to a mate and dance. Yeah, I got it all, bro. It's a banger. It's an absolute banger. But yeah, so that was weird. But yeah, so I'm doing that like non-stop.
That is weird.
For just random ass companies, just random ass people doing all these weird events.
Nice. It sounds fun though. I mean, tiring, but
it's you know what? It's not too tiring because I don't really have to do much. Like you work maybe. It's like an intense 5 minutes at the beginning or whatever.
Yeah.
But like most of the time, there's no issues, and you're just sat there. And then there's been a couple where like the clients know what they're doing, and it's like I don't need to be there at all. I'm just there just in case. So like last night, for example, I just watched the magic show for half an hour. Like it's literally all I did. I just sat there, opened up a Zoom call with a bunch of Americans who were having their Christmas party, and then a magician starts, which is what I'm meant to be there for. But they've already done all the work that I need to do. I don't need to do literally anything. I'm just sat there to make sure it's fun. I'm just watching this guy do a magic show.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean, it's alright. It's not too bad. The murder mysteries are great. The bingo night's great. I will say that.
The bingo night was
incredible.
If I was doing a Christmas party with my work, or like over a Zoom call, or whatever, I'd try and convince them to play Jackbox.
Do you know what? It's not actually a bad. It's not actually a bad shout at all. It's not actually a bad shout at all. Yeah, I think a lot. Like, obviously, like they're looking for like these experts who do whatever, and like, but it's all at the end of the day, it's just Christmas stuff, man. People pay too much money for that kind of stuff. I think Jackbox would bang, but
absolutely.
Yeah, no, the drag bingo was unreal. I did not know what to expect, and it was like a whole song and dance show. Like, it was a whole thing. I was like, flipping out. And like the people on the client side, they were sort of, because I can obviously see them all because I'm on Zoom, so I can see everyone's faces as well. And they were like, they were sort of not sold on it up until, or didn't quite know what to make of it up until the point where the drag queen was explaining the rules of Bingo to Single Ladies by Beyonce.
Okay.
If it gets called down, you got to put a ring around it. Like once once that was happening, then they all got fully invested. They were all fully invested by that point. They were dancing, they were singing, they were like, it was unreal. It was a lot. It was incredible, but it was a lot.
It does sound like a lot, yeah.
And the murder mysteries are pretty good as well.
The murder mysteries sound cool. Are you ever allowed to join in?
I could if I wanted to. I don't. So the murder mysteries, right? you know how like Zoom and that have breakout rooms? I don't know
Yeah.
if I've too deep Zoom to that extent, but like,
Yeah.
so say there'll be like 30 people,
Mm.
and then there'll be like 4 or 5 people who could be the murderer, who are suspects.
Sure.
And then they go into breakout rooms and like interrogate the people individually. So you'll get like 5 people on a team interrogating each individual suspect, and it happens, right? So then the rest of the time, that was when I was just speaking to the tech person, because the main call just ends up being me and the tech person. We just sit and have a conversation.
Yeah.
Who yesterday, the one I was talking to, she's just got into Final Fantasy 14.
Oh.
So we're having a big talk about the waiting times that's happening at the moment, all that sort of stuff.
Update.
That was pretty good.
Update. I'm queuing right now.
There you go.
Because I thought, well, I to be fair, I started queuing like a while ago when I was doing stuff. I mean, maybe even like 2 hours ago. Jesus. I just thought, fuck it, I'll just queue while I do other stuff. Still there. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, but yeah, no, the murder mystery ones, bang, they're pretty good. And the actors and all that is good, and they have like lots of different things kicking off. I always think they're really fun. And I got it right, so of course I would think that.
Yes.
Because the first one I got right, bang on. Literally did the first one after the initial like setup of the murder mystery. I messaged the tech person, like direct messaged them on Zoom, and I was just like, "It is definitely this person." and they were like, "Oh, I'm not saying." And then like at the end, when it was revealed to that person, I just messaged them. I fucking knew it.
That's fantastic.
Oh, they're pretty good. But yeah, no, it's fine. It's just there is a lot. It's just a lot of them. So like I'm sort of doing that non-stop. So it's that, and then just stuff I can do in the background. So, for example, I'll have the Zoom call open and then I'll have Football Manager on my other screen. Just something that's not like taxing or needing to think about or anything, or I'll be making thumbnails at a time or whatever. So.
Sure. Yeah. That's normal, right? Yeah, it's not too bad. Sounds alright though. I mean, I bet it's alright, but decent money as well, and Christmas parties forever.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not earning a lot from it, but from the amount of effort I'm putting in, I'm earning a hell of a
you're not doing much. You just sort of sat there for a lot of it, and then they're giving you money. So
yeah, exactly. It's £15 or £20 an hour, depending on what time the event's at, and considering I'm working for 5 minutes at the beginning and then doing nothing else really for the rest of the time.
Not bad.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
How are you, Louis? What's fun?
How am I?
Yeah. What have you been doing?
I've been working. I was at work's Christmas party yesterday, as I have mentioned about 5 times already.
What was it like? What did they do at your work's Christmas party?
Drink.
But did you go to a nice, like a pub or a?
I went to Old School Rooms, which is like an event venue in Clitheroe, which is next door to the nightclub Key Street. Guess where we ended up after it all closed? After we had to leave at 1 o'clock.
Clearly, you went to the nightclub.
Yep.
Yeah. That sounds good. Sounds good. Was everyone in your work there? Because that must have been busy.
Not everyone, like the sociable people are.
Well, yeah, I imagine so. I imagine like some people are unsociable, or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, it makes sense.
Well, to be fair, even someone who I'd normally think weren't that into like social dudes even still came and had a good time, which was kind of nice.
There you go. That is nice. That is nice. It's always nice when someone who doesn't typically hang out with people like that comes down. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. I've not been doing much. I've not had Christmas parties. I've been keeping up with all the Christmas parties though. If you've been hearing about all the Christmas parties.
Yeah. You mean that Christmas party?
Oh, there have been lots of them now, haven't there? There have been like 7 or 8 of them. At this point, I don't know.
Yeah, although they're not all Christmas parties. They're on random drinks dues and get-togethers and leaving dues and this, that, and that.
So, for those that don't know, we all live in the United Kingdom, and a big political story of the week is parties going on in government when the whole country was supposed to be on lockdown. And I know Charlie, took lockdown incredibly seriously.
Yeah.
Didn't leave.
Still don't.
Still don't leave. You have the option to leave now and still do not leave. How do you feel about this, Charlie? Are you angry?
No more than usual. They're fucking idiots. What do you expect? I don't know. Like, and I don't mean that in a negative way. Well, I do mean that in a negative way. I don't mean what do you expect in a negative way. I'm just like, well, yeah, fucking. Of course.
Mean, like, are you particularly angry? Like, are you like?
Not really. No, I'm not. I'm expected it.
Sure. I mean, yeah, that's fair.
But it's not like I don't know. The thing is about the whole hubbub, right? I think the only thing that makes it genuinely bad is the fact that, like, you know, they make the rules. Like, if they didn't make the rules, then I don't think it would be so much of an issue, because it's like,
yeah,
it's not like I don't know people who are doing the same shit.
They made the rules. Why can't they stick to the rules?
Like, I know loads of people who are doing the same shit.
Yeah.
Like,
of course.
And it's like, it is what it like. I can't stop people doing that, but like, it's just the fact they made the rules that's the fucking dumb part. But again, like, I don't mean it in a harsh way. I don't mean it in a harsh way to the general public, but like, what the fuck would we? What do you expect? They're idiots. Like, we know this for a fact.
Yeah. True. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
Like, and I also don't think anything will come of it. So whatever.
You don't think anything? Well, they are dropping in the ratings now. I don't know whether it'll be permanent. Probably not.
It won't be.
You don't think?
I do find it mad that, like, they have had some of the most backwards, fucking dumb, like, scandals going, and yet somehow this is the thing that's cut through. Usually their scandals, like, cut down, they lose a couple of points, and they're still significantly in the lead. This is the one that's cut through.
I feel like it's the one that's closest to home, really, isn't it? I mean, people don't care about actual issues; they care about the issues that, like, that would normally also concern them. They're like, like, Matt Hancock's a bit sleazy. I don't care that much. Or, the taking cuts from NHS. It's whatever, innit?
I don't use the NHS every day, so it doesn't matter,
Wait, they had a Christmas party when we couldn't. Outrageous! Like, that's the kind of, I feel like that's the kind of logic I see a lot of people having with this kind of situation, which is why I think they would lose points on this more than a lot of other issues. And to be honest, what I said might have been quite insulting to the British general public, but I am yet to find evidence that would currently prove my stance wrong.
I do think you're kind of right in that, like, people don't really massively. So, like, Matt Hancock getting off with some random woman, or I can't remember if she was. She was also working his aide, wasn't it? His secretary or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, who really cares at the end of the day? Like, Matt Hancock's a bit of a dickhead, but we already knew that. The government being corrupt as fuck, that's shit. But also, the majority of people don't trust the government anyway.
What I don't understand is that politicians would have resigned for this like 10 years ago.
In what happened with John Major, did he? Well, I mean, it was different. He was the PM, but, like, John Major cheated on his wife, didn't he? And got a load of shit for it.
I can't remember the exact details of the situation, but something like that.
Something like that. Got a load of shit for it.
I mean, to be fair, I shouldn't remember exactly. I was 4 at the time, but you know what I mean.
You remember at the time what happened, Charlie, because you were 4 and you were very, very aware of John Major's infidelity, and you were. I
should know, because I did politics, but at the same time.
Exactly. That's exactly what's going on.
But there is an argument to say that it did affect how significantly Labour ended up winning in 1997.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing, is, like, honestly, it kind of matters for now if it's not capitalized upon. And it's like this is the time to strike, and I don't see much. Or the striking's kind of happening, but it's just not as effective as it needs to be.
Sure.
And I guess there's always the concern that the exact same stuff will just come out about the Labour Party anyway.
I mean, to be fair, you're not wrong there. Like, we absolutely don't know that the Labour Party did or did not do the exact same thing. You know, like, it's entirely possible that they did also do the exact same thing. It's just they didn't invite every member of the press to come party with them.
Yeah, but the thing is, we can't accuse. But we still can't accuse them of crimes that nobody knows that they've committed.
Yeah.
We can't. It's like accusing people of thought crime.
but the obviously the difference is,
look, I'm not a particular fan of
no.
of any real political party that we have on offer.
Yeah.
But like, I can't accuse Labour of doing something like that, especially when there's literally no evidence.
Yeah, we don't know, but they could have for all we're always seen. But also the point is, as Charlie made before, Labour didn't make the rules, so it doesn't matter if they did or not. Really, does it? Like,
I think part of my like discontent or I don't know, my blasé attitude to the whole thing to some extent. It's just the fact that I know so many people who are fucking doing the same shit anyway.
exactly. Yeah.
And I'm just tired of being angry at everyone for being fucking idiots. I'm just like, well, like, yeah, of course the people in charge are idiots. I expect that of them to some extent. Like, and again, that's not to excuse it. That's not to excuse it. I think he should resign, but I'm just like,
Will he? Do you think he
I
will?
just no, of course not. No, he fucking came out the day after and was like, "I've just had a baby." Like, no,
I mean,
he's
he's
just
taking
gonna.
2 weeks
Bro,
off.
the exact thing's gonna happen that everything happens. You'll ride the storm for a week and then it'll be fine and everyone.
Well, no, he's taking it off, hasn't he? So he's gone because he's had his
yeah,
new
but I'm talking
baby.
about the entire party in general.
Well,
You
yeah,
just
yeah,
ride
true.
the storm for a week. Sajid Javid turns up on Good Morning Britain, bumbles his way for an interview. Everyone will forget about this in a week.
Yeah. Maybe. I mean, we have got, what, 3 more years until another election, probably, maybe more than that. So, like, obviously people aren't going to be still pissed about the Christmas parties when the fucking ballot's in front of them. But as one of my friends said the other day, like, it is repeatedly, like, it's repeated scandals at this point. And the general public probably will just get fed up of it eventually. And
You
like,
have
we
more
are
faith
seeing
in the general public than I do.
I know. We are seeing it change though. I see polls like every few hours. I don't know, polls mean nothing, but like we are seeing it change a lot. We are seeing like the swings in motion. And if they continue to I mean, let's say if Boris Johnson's on his best behaviour for 3 years, which I can't imagine even in the slightest, and yeah, fair play, everyone's going to forget about it. But he's not going to be on his best behaviour for 3 years, is he? He's not going to be. Like, there's going to be more.
No, but he's not been on his best behaviour for the rest of
his life.
His life, and he's still.
I mean, true. But eventually, people will get sick of it, right?
Again, you have more faith in the general public than I do.
Maybe.
Well, if they didn't get sick of it before he got elected, they weren't going to get sick of it after it.
So he's just there until he dies, I guess, until he retires.
No, he's just you have 2 times and then he'll fuck off. But like, it is what it is. Like realistically, I don't know what scandals can bring down someone who is already full of. It's the Trump problem,
who literally
right?
doesn't care.
Here's someone who's been literally non-stop scandals their entire life, and they get elected. At that point, what's actually going to take that person down? I don't know if anything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I you are sadly correct, I guess. It is sort of I don't know. There must be something, but like
Jace Rees-Mogg was being hella elitist and chatting bullshit for at some party, like taking a piss at basically out of the fact that they were having something that they shouldn't be having. Yeah. Have you seen the man? Of course he was.
Yeah.
God, I'm gonna be. This is one thing. Like whether you hate or love the Conservative Party, Jacob Rees-Mogg is a vile human being.
That's why he'll never be Prime Minister, but that's why he's also head of the House, is he? Like head of the House of Parliament?
He's leader of the Commons, yeah.
Leader, so like he doesn't need to be Prime Minister because he's already basically in power anyway.
Like to some extent, although again, I think he has the exact same effect that Boris Johnson had to some extent.
That he's some
which is here's some fucking idiot that like haha jokes, but like when it comes to polling, I don't think people care. I think people would still vote for that. Now he has the problem that he doesn't have any grounding features whatsoever.
No,
he doesn't have the sort of bumbling idiot
he doesn't play the bumbling
that Boris
idiot.
Johnson has. But at the same time, I'm still fairly. I'm not gonna. I don't think he'll be prime minister just because I think there's
he
other
won't
people
be.
the Conservative. I just think there's other people the Conservative Party would put ahead of him. But I don't. I don't think his being would stop him. If you know what I mean. I think it's more the party would stop him.
Yeah. I mean, no, he'd be up for it. Absolutely, 100% of the time. Of course, he would be. But the party wouldn't. I don't think the party would put him in that position. I don't think he would go in that position personally because he knows that the party wouldn't. Like, I think he's happy where he is because he has that power already. Like, he's well respected in there. The second he becomes prime minister is the second he gets like attacked on every front possible, and then
he won't know because he's a Conservative, so he wouldn't be.
I mean, you'll get attacked by the it depends on the opposition, doesn't it?
Not to be hot, not to be, and I'm not usually someone who'd make a comment like that, but it's not the most equal treatment you're ever going to see in your life.
Sure. I get what you're saying. Although the papers are turning on Boris a bit, aren't they? They're about this specifically.
But again, a bit right now is very different to.
A bit right now is different from them like going off and supporting Keir Starmer.
Like you say, in 2 to 3 years' time, 4 years' time, when the election actually happens. Yeah. It's the landscape will be completely different. It'll be completely different by 2022 February.
Yeah.
Badly. True. Again, unless it was seized upon, but it just won't be because, and I would have voted for him in the leadership elections at the time, but my man's he's useless. And I don't want to say that, but he's got nothing. There's nothing to Keir Starmer whatsoever.
I thought he was all right at the start. It seemed like he was actually putting an effort in, and then just after a while, it just turned out, oh no, you are just utterly useless.
Same. I would if I was. I didn't. So full disclosure, obviously, I didn't vote in the leadership elections, right? No. But if I would have voted for him. Like I 100% would have, because I was like, here's this sort of middle ground guy who looks and sounds fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Respectable. Like if he can do it, if he can just like bring the heat, then we're good. We're golden. We move. But like Louis said, it's just at this point, it's like, and like he's like, I was watching PMQs, and it's like there was like 1 or 2 little barbs in there. You're like, oh. And then the rest of the time, you're like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
The fucking tweet that he was so happy with. We've got a prime minister that's socially distant from the truth, and I'm like, that's not a good burn.
It's like, all right, man. It's real fucking. And again, like, I don't like saying this, but it's real the thick of it stuff. Like, I'm seeing the fucking meeting that in the 3rd or 4th series of, I think the 4th series of The Thick of It, when they're having the Quiet Back people meeting, and I'm seeing it, and I'm just like, oh my god, like what are you doing? How are you like? How is this? This is the easiest group of people to burn you've ever come across. Yeah. You've got Boris Johnson in charge. You have fucking Jacob Rees-Mogg sat next to him. You've got Priti Patel next to him. There's so many shots you could be firing. And you come up with like little shit like that, and you're like, bruv, they're handing you W's on a plate, and so you're somehow turning them to L's. Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. It's just unreal. It's so annoying. Yeah. It's so annoying.
I know we've spoken about this before, but is there anyone that you would prefer? No, I mean, not anyone, but is there someone in specifics that you would prefer?
I need to look at the cabinet at the moment. Give me a second.
Oh, true that. I've been looking at polls here and there. There is a big. So the thing that I think, and obviously it's just happening now, so who knows what will happen in a few years' time. There seems to be some sort of conscious effort to work together by the Liberal Democrats, the Green Party, and Labour a little bit at the moment. But it is only really in local by-elections. So at this point, it's probably not all that useful. But
Angela Reno.
After Scumgate,
yeah,
I like Angela Reno a bit. To be fair,
I don't think that'd negatively impact her at all. If anything, I think that'd be positive. Have you seen Who's in Charge? He said he called Muslim women letterboxes. I don't think rocking up and calling a Tory party scum's gonna negatively impact her at all. If anything, I think there's quite a few people who'd be like, "Yeah, fuck it, get in there, mate. Let's go."
Yeah, maybe. I mean, there was a lot. Again, I'm thinking of the media shit, aren't I? But like, there was a lot of kickback when she said scum. I don't know
That's the
why.
media.
I don't know why there was a lot of kickback when she said the word scum, but there was. Who else is in? Who else? Labour.
Run it back, Ed Miliband. Let's go. New Ed Miliband. Ed Miliband 2.0.
Ed Miliband 2. Now that he's all confident and fun.
He could eat a bacon sandwich on air, and I reckon it would gain him votes.
I reckon it would actually. I reckon. You know what Ed Miliband should do? I was going to call him Ed Sheeran for like 5 seconds now. Ed Miliband, he should just book out like a studio on Channel 4, like book out an hour slot on Channel 4, and just take a good hour eating a bacon sandwich live on TV.
Bro, no, hear me out. This is the way the youth get Ed Miliband. This is the way Ed Miliband gets the youth vote. You ready for this? He books out like an hour on like Channel 4, right? He live streams it to YouTube and Twitch at the same time, and he does a fucking bacon sandwich mukbang. Bro, I'm telling you, it would bang. Bro.
It would bang. I would watch that. Be good. I would enjoy that. So
but yeah, I honestly don't know. Like, Angela Rayner is probably the strongest shout. After that, I would say David Lammy. But past that,
yeah,
I mean Lisa Nandy to some extent. But like,
Lisa Nandy,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think David Lammy would get in. I think he'd be good, but I don't think he'd get in. I genuinely think Angela Rayner is the best shout.
Oh, that's lot. Yeah.
I mean, she's so popular that they tried to get rid of her, and she ended up with more power than she did before then.
Angela Rayner. Where's she from?
I think she's. I want to say. Actually, I don't want to say.
She's.
I can't remember. I can't remember where she's. Can't remember what her.
Stockport.
She's MP for.
She's from Stockport.
It's somewhere. Let me put it this way. It's somewhere not in the south.
Sure.
I can't remember exactly where
she's from.
I can't remember exactly where she's the MP for, but I can tell you it's somewhere not in the south. My brain is saying somewhere in Manchester, but I might be wrong. But bro, she's so popular that they tried to get rid of her, and she ended up with more power in the party after that. They literally had to give her more jobs just to appease like the people who were so angry when they tried to get rid of her.
Angela Rayner, yeah, might be a good shout. Might be a good shout. Do you know Angela Rayner, Louis? Do you know who she is?
Not very well, no.
Do you have any opinion of her so far?
I mean, it's not exactly a positive one if everything Charlie's saying is true.
Well, you don't have a positive of Angela Rayner if what Charlie's saying is true about her being popular.
Yeah.
No? Why not?
I don't know. I just feel like popular politicians these days are just never the good ones. But that's just my political leaning, and that's not representative of everyone's views.
Sure. I can understand.
I don't know. I'm very disillusioned by it all at this point. It just hurts to think about.
That makes sense. Who's the next Conservative leader, Louis?
Who's the next Conservative leader?
Yeah.
What? Who do you think will actually lead the party, or who do you think will everyone think leads the party? I don't know, because I don't know. I think Jacob Rees-Mogg's got it really under wraps, personally.
Really, you think Jacob Rees-Mogg will be the next?
No, I don't think he'll be the next actual leader.
Oh, you mean he's like?
I think as it stands, he already effectively is.
I think I get what you mean. I mean the person who will take over Boris Johnson's position.
Oh yeah, I know. I just want it to be depressing.
Sure, I get you.
In all honesty, I have no idea. I have strayed far too far away from it to really have an appropriate understanding of who I think will be the next Conservative leader or the next Prime Minister.
Charlie, who do you think will take over from Boris?
think it's difficult to look past Priti Patel or Rishi Sunak.
Priti Patel
I don't know which one. Probably.
Priti Patel is so hated though, right?
It's because she's a vampire.
I don't think the thing is, if Boris goes,
yeah,
like I don't know how well she would do in an election.
I don't think she'd do.
And that's my eternal like problem with someone like Angela Rayner is like I do think the fact that she's a woman would count against her for most of the general public in a very terrible way, which I think is lunacy. But I don't know if she would. I don't know how well she would do in an election, but I could see her in a Theresa May type situation, just being taking over. But I that and Rishi Sunak are the two that I can't. See, I mean, who else fucking is there? What are you gonna put in there? Bloody Liz Truss. Like, who are you gonna like? Most of the other ones are gormless buffoons. Like Michael Gove. Imagine Michael Gove in any sort of control.
Oh, Michael Gove just like has a breakdown whilst trying to clap his hands.
It's so fucking weird, bro. The way he claps, he's such a weird Donny.
Like if Ed Miliband got like shut down for eating a bacon sandwich like slightly weirdly, like surely Michael Gove will be taken down for anything that he does.
Like legit, like you look at like you think about the rest of their party, right? There's no one who has like any sort of sense of like legitimacy and like Dominic Raab, I guess, but even then he
isn't moron. Like he as far as I'm concerned with Dominic Raab, he is just an idiot.
Yeah. He is deputy prime minister as well.
He might not be evil. I mean, well, as evil. I mean, he's pretty fucking evil. But like, he's just stupid.
He looks like a Muppet.
Yes, I know what you mean. He does look like a Muppet. You're right.
He looks like the bald eagle Muppet.
If you're not,
yeah,
if you're not a left-wing leaning individual, you're probably hating this fucking show right now.
Bro, if you're not, look, if you're someone of that persuasion and you can't admit that he looks like
a bald
the
eagle
bald eagle Muppet,
yeah,
then you're kidding yourself.
Like now that you've said it, I really agree. I kind of didn't think about it at all, but now you've said it, and I'm looking at his face. I agree. If you disagree, I ask you to Google a picture of the bald eagle from the Muppets and a picture of Dominic Raab and look at them next to each other, and you will see.
I like Dominic Raab's spitting image puppet.
I've not seen it.
Is it the bald eagle from the Muppets? Because I would believe you.
Oh, it's not. It's not. Unfortunately, they missed a I think they missed a trick though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Why is he wearing like a judo outfit in his spitting image?
Yeah, because he had there was a little sketch called Karabte.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Karate.
It's funny, Charlie, that you bring up Liz Truss, because that's the name that's on the lips of the population right now.
Bro, she's such a.
And
we export cheese than the French, or whatever she said.
We export more cheese than the French, or we make more cheese than the French now.
She's such a weird Donny.
My friend came up with the greatest campaign slogan for Liz Truss. And it is "In Liz We Trust," and I think you can't beat that.
Bro, but the thing is, right? Imagine that, right? So imagine she's on stage, right, at like a Conservative Party conference or whatever.
Yeah.
Big, and you know how they have the boards behind them and they have like the campaigin slogan on it.
Yeah. It's got "In Liz We Trust" in big blue.
In Liz We Trust, but then in front of that is fucking Liz Truss. It's not happening. You put her in any. Look how well, right? Let me put it this way. Personality counts for a lot. Yeah. Look how well in 2010 Nick Clegg did on the back of off the back of all of the the things when to the TV debates, right? Liz Truss. Imagine putting her in that situation. She'd be lost. She wouldn't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's fair.
And the thing is, from my personal point of view, I don't try to judge politicians on how well they do in debates as such, because I don't think it's necessarily an accurate representation of how well someone could lead a country. Right? If I'm trying, like realistically, I'm voting on policies and stuff like that.
You
right?
should be. I
So
think.
I wouldn't knock her as if I was a potential voter who, chances are, let's be real, I'm not going to vote Conservative. I'm never going to rule it out as a. I'm never going to rule it out, but the chances are it's just not going to happen. Liz Truss. Just think about it for a split second. We export more cheese than the French. Pause for applause. What are you? Who are you? What are you doing, you weirdo?
She is Project Brexit, Project Hope, Project Let's All Be Positive About Britain, Project Patriotism. In Liz we trust.
In Liz we trust.
The bigger problem is that she's bloody foreign secretary. Imagine Liz Truss.
Foreign secretary.
Imagine you are like the foreign secretary for, I don't know, some rando country. Pick any country you want in the world. It makes no difference. Right, China, just because it's the only one that's coming to my mind for some reason.
Sure.
And bloody Liz Truss walks into the room.
Yeah.
I imagine she walks everywhere like Theresa May did onto stage that one time. That's how I imagine Liz Truss goes about her business. That sort of dance walk. That's how I imagine she just goes about her business.
Yeah.
It's terrifying. I hate to say it. It is terrifying.
Theresa May's dance walk.
The dance walk, I can't lie, is the closest I've ever been to voting for Theresa May. It was iconic. What a maneuver. That and the power stance. You just got to respect it.
Oh, Jesus. Theresa May was a fun time.
You keep telling yourself that.
What about and here we go, Charlie. Is a great Conservative politician for you to riff on. Ms. Nadine Dorries.
I don't know anything about her.
The Secretary of State for Digital Culture, Media and Sport.
Like, I've seen her around, and I can't even tell you what her accent was. She's so nothingy. Like, I've seen her do interviews. I've seen her, like, on, like, Politics Live or whatever. Yeah. And I honestly couldn't tell you a single thing. I remember, like, didn't her Twitter get hacked or something?
I don't know, did it?
I want to say her Twitter got hacked or something, and then everyone was taking the piss because you're the Secretary of State for Digital Culture or whatever it is, and how the hell... But, like, I literally couldn't tell you a single thing about her. Who is she, in the words of Nikki Graham from Big Brother that one time? Who is she?
All I know about her is that she has a big argument online with the journalist James O'Brien about how she is calling him names on Twitter and being...
Is that who's nasty. Doing that? Oh, for Pete's sake.
Yeah, that's the one who's doing that, yeah.
She's the Secretary of State for Digital Culture, Media and whatever it is.
Sport, yeah.
Media and Sport, innit? Yeah. Like, she's having a Twitter argument with James O'Brien.
Yeah.
Just, bro, you're right. Oh. Bro, she's for digital and she can't even deal with trolls.
Yeah. That's the one.
Please, I beg.
No, not Prime Minister. Not Prime Minister material.
The fact I can barely remember anything about her says probably no.
I'm looking at the cabinet. I don't know many of these people, I'll be fair, but that's probably good for them that I don't know who they are.
Well, it means they haven't fucked up monumentally yet.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about Rishi Sunak before, but also Rishi's starting to get implicated in the whole party thing as well. But who knows?
He's also fucking tiny, bro.
Is he tiny?
Bro, Rishi Sunak. Have you never look up pictures? Right, type in Rishi Sunak height onto Google Images and just look at pictures of him on Google Images.
I don't know
He's
what
tiny.
1.7 meters. What's 1.7 meters?
No. Go to the pictures. Go to the pictures. Whatever the numbers are, ignore them. Just look at the pictures and look how small he is. It's like when God created him, yeah, and it had like the rectangle around him. God clicked on the top right hand corner and dragged it down a bit.
He's 5'5". He is smaller than me.
He's such a compared to everyone else, he looks tiny.
He's shorter than I am, and I'm short.
He's such a minuscule geezer.
He is very short. How is he 5'5"? Jesus Christ.
There's a picture. There's one. If you go through the Google images, you'll see.
I'm gonna go around calling him a little munchkin now.
Bro, there's one picture on Google Images, right? If you type in Rishi Sunak height of him next to like some army people, and it's hilarious. He looks like he could fit inside of the army guy.
Yeah. I've got one now. Yeah.
So small.
Although Boris isn't much. Although I think Boris may be hunching a bit there. He isn't much taller than Rishi.
Look at Rishi Sunak compared to normal human beings, not Boris Johnson, who I'm not even sure is human. He's so small. But anyway, at the point that wouldn't go against him. Although that wouldn't go against him. I mean, it would look a bit weird in debates, but it wouldn't go against him. But like realistically, he's one of the few who has like any sort of chance of being he has any sort of vibe of looking sort of vaguely professional.
True.
Like together.
Yeah.
Like not a lunatic, and to be fair, it's not like lunatics don't get in again, Boris Johnson. But
I mean, yeah,
like he does have a sense of like, I've got this shit locked down. Again, him and Priti Patel are the two.
And he is called Dishy Rishi for a reason.
I hate that so much.
I don't think Priti Patel even has a chance. I think people hate her too much.
Like I say, I think similar. I would put her similar to Theresa May.
What if she just gets in? I
don't think she's as hated. I don't think Theresa May was anywhere near as hated as
no.
She is now. But again, polarizing figures work. I genuinely believe the bigger problem is that she's a woman, and I don't think that people would go for that.
I don't think anybody likes Priti Patel.
I don't know. You don't frequent Essex enough, I don't think.
Do they like her in Essex?
Probably. She's all about getting rid of foreigners, isn't she? So
she's to the people who want to get rid of foreigners. She's one of them, right?
You don't. But you're missing the argument, bro. The argument isn't who you are; it's what you say.
I mean, yeah.
Fucking Nigel Farage walks around acting like he's a man of the fucking people. Look at his background, and yet everyone goes, "Oh yeah, he's rallying against the elites." It's not what you are; it's what you say.
I mean, you're probably.
It's not even what you do; it's just what you say.
Yeah, because what you do doesn't matter, because then Boris wouldn't be here still, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Oh, we had a good chat about politics.
Oh, big bozzer.
Yeah, you're a big fan of the of the Boz. Bosley.
No.
Bosley and his angels.
In other politics news that we could just say and then move on very quickly.
Okay.
Simon McCoy's left GB News.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was fun. I did see a tweet, and it was GB News has a history of raking in quite big journalists who are, have probably not great opinions, and then completely ruining their careers. It's now become a history of doing that. They got Eamon Holmes. Oh.
He must earn a fortune.
He must be. They must be paying him a lot.
That must be so much.
You reckon he's proper wadded?
Proper wadded, bro. Oh yeah.
Man's walking about bare pee.
Absolutely. What's Eamon Holmes' net worth?
Money. It's just $4
net worth. Only 4 figures.
I'm not saying 4 figures. I'm saying it's just $4 just to.
Eamon Holmes' net worth is estimated to be around 3.7 million. Well, it also says 5 million there. God knows.
I mean, look, let's be real. Googling net worth is the least accurate way of figuring anything out.
It says 5 million, just saying, £3 million.
I'm just saying, imagine how much. Yeah, but I'm just saying, imagine how much.
Shall we tweet at him? How much? Eamon Holmes, how much are you worth?
I'm on it.
Please tell me. Thanks. Love from Louis.
Put the love from Louis bit at the end of your tweet.
Yep.
Please tell me love.
I forgot Charlie actually goes through with tweets like that.
Of course he would. He's not going to lose anything.
Thanks. I'll put a little kiss at the end.
I'm refreshing my Twitter feed so that it comes up immediately.
Yeah, no, like the thing. But what I'm saying is, especially from,
Hey, he's
especially
actually done
from, especially
How many people have blocked you on Twitter?
I don't, not bro. John Cena followed me. I don't know.
Yeah, John Cena is well. You can't see him anymore, but yeah.
The thing is, if you're like Eamon Holmes, right, and it's already going so spectacularly fucking wrong, just imagine how much they had to pay him to make him to join.
It's shocking, isn't it? Because like the GB News thing, it is going shockingly wrong, like more wrong than you would have ever thought that it would go. And the fact that he's just gone, yeah, fuck it, I'll go. Like,
Again, he must be making mad bank.
It must be. I mean, they're funded by like absolute multimillionaires, right? And their bank is endless. Basically, like the amount of money that GB News has is endless.
It'll end eventually, but not again.
I mean, not in our lifetime.
No, I'm confident in. My bet would be 3 more years of this of his.
Really?
Not the worth, just the effort putting into trying to make it a thing.
Well, Andrew Neil already left like immediately, right?
Yeah, he left like a month ago or something. Maybe a bit longer.
And that's Simon McCoy. So they don't have any professional newsreaders anymore. They don't have any professional journalists. They've got Andrew Neil. They've got Eamon Holmes now, who is more a daytime TV presenter, breakfast TV presenter than anything. And Nigel Farage, I guess, who is actually on GB. GB News.
Bunch of weirdos you want, just a bunch of weirdos you want to know the names of.
I know, because I do know some of their names. Because like Kirsty Gallagher's in there.
Yeah, because you spend way too much time on political Twitter, so you'd probably
I know who Kirsty Gallagher, because she used to present some like sports show on Sky, right? Yeah, she's a Sky Sports journalist. I know who Dan Wooten is because he's the dude from The Sun who got in the legal argument with Johnny Depp.
Sure.
Yeah. Alistair Stewart.
Who hasn't been relevant in a long, long time.
Mm-hmm. Who else is on that? I know Nigel Farage, isn't it? But whatever. Oh yeah, that Brexit party lady. Fuck.
Nigel, good old Nigel Farage.
No, I don't know any of the rest of them, to be fair. There's a bunch of random people I've never heard of, but I do remember Brexit party lady. She's hilarious. Fair play.
Brexit party lady. Who's Brexit party lady?
Alex Phillips, is it? I think that's her name. I was just on it for a second. Alex Phillips, Brexit party politician. She served as a MEP for like a week because Brexit happened.
Don't know.
Yeah, I mean you're probably happy not knowing, to be fair. Kirsty Gallagher left apparently.
Oh,
everyone's left. Everyone's left.
Could you two quickly talk amongst yourself? I could really use the toilet if you don't mind.
We could do, yeah, that's not a problem. Don't worry about it.
Just to make everyone aware.
Just to make everyone aware of this, yeah. Oh dear. Politics. Well, are we all doomed, Charlie? Are we all gonna die?
I mean, yeah, but that's just life.
That's life. That's what all the people say.
Exactly.
You fly in high in April, then shot down in May.
What albums are you doing at the moment?
What albums?
I know you just uploaded one today.
I did. I uploaded on Rabbit Reacts Of Mice and Men, Echo, so a metal-y one. I'm not actually doing one this week because there's nothing out really.
Okay.
So I got But I got a bunch of random. I think the next one I'm going to listen to is like a Japanese math rock band. Let me see.
Oh, okay. Which one?
Tricot?
Tricot! Yo!
Yeah.
Fucking love Tricot.
Because there's nothing. I'll to be fair, I didn't realize that this had happened, so I might actually do that. So I just realized that the Alicia Keys album's just come out.
There you go.
So I might take a listen to that because I didn't realize I haven't looked at this since. But there was basically nothing. I could listen to flipping Donny Osmond's sister or whatever, I guess, or the live sessions from Green Day. I can't be bothered with any of that. But this Alicia Keys album, yeah, maybe listen to this Alicia Keys album. Who knows? Yeah, the Tricot, they've got a new album out on the 15th.
Tricot are fucking great.
I've heard so many cool things about them, but I've never actually listened to them properly because I've just not been able to.
They're fucking great, man. They're one of the few bands I almost went to see live.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't because I'm me, but it was very close. It was unbelievably close.
How many weeks have I got left of the year? So I've got like this week I can do Alicia Keys, and next week Tricot. Week after is Christmas Eve. But there's a K-pop album coming out. I think it's a K-pop album. Might be K-pop. Yeah, it's a K-pop album. So I might do that as well because I know the people's like the K-pops. I don't even know what's happening. I don't even know what's happening next year. Flipping hell. First week next year is crazy. January 7th. We've got RuPaul.
Sure.
The Twin Atlantic, the Wombats, and Years and Years.
The Wombats are releasing an album.
Ah.
Bloody hell, I haven't listened to the Wombat all the time. Do you know what you should do?
Go on.
You should do a Christmas Day special where you release a video of you listening to a Christmas compilation album.
Oh, I don't like this.
I would do that. I would 100% do that.
Yeah.
That sounds like bands.
Yeah, but I don't like
Christmas. Find like some like now this is Christmas or some shit and just like.
Yeah, I'm upset because I know that sounds like it's a good idea. I don't.
My opinion is do it, but also if you don't want to do it, then definitely do not do it. Obviously,
just don't. I don't fucking know. Like, I could potentially do it, but
the pain would be great.
The pain.
And I don't want a lot for Christmas.
I can't listen to that song without listening to the Toad version.
No. It's the proper one. You want now this is Christmas.
Oh, the Toad version.
No, you don't want no memes.
Memes.
I'll
tell you what, I could listen to Kelly Clarkson's Christmas album. I think I already have. She released it in flipping October.
I can see the title for it now. The Grinch listens to Christmas music.
What's the Grinch?
Legendary Christmas music hater Adam Hurd listens to Christmas music.
Fuck me.
No. I don't want a lot for. Come on, get involved. What's your favourite popular Christmas song?
Last Christmas.
See, that would be on there.
Yeah, that's a good song. What's
your least favourite popular Christmas song? I say popular because obviously there's loads of mad Christmas songs that don't exist, but
I don't know. What's it?
Oh, do you know what? Look, I have immense respect for Rate My Takeaway. But that Christmas song is fucking wanking.
Oh, has he put a Christmas song out? I have not seen that yet.
It's for charity, and so I 100% back it. And
you know what?
And I like. I don't know what the guy's name is. I can't remember, but I like Rate My Takeaway a lot as a guy.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm more than willing to back the movement.
You know what? You know what's a better idea than me listening to an album of Christmas songs I've already heard?
Nothing. Don't try and persuade me out of this. You're doing it. Come on.
Listening to the new Christmas songs that people have released this year. Because I know that they have. I know Elton John and Ed Sheeran have released.
Right, hear me out. This is what you do. This is actually a better idea.
Okay.
You find all of the Christmas songs that were released this year, the big ones.
Yeah.
and then you do a tier list of them. You listen to them, and then you tier list them.
Yeah, sure.
And then it's ranking 2021 Christmas songs.
That's a good idea. Not
not as painful, and I don't, and I just want to see you like suffer. But I think that is actually a better idea.
Adam, I think you should listen to Mr. Weeble's "Irate Festive Northern Christmas."
I think I'd like that though, wouldn't I?
Yeah, I mean it's like a 5-minute. It's not an actual album; it's just a 5-minute video. But it's a really funny 5-minute video.
I actually don't know what his favorite
Manger.
Fuck me. What's your least favorite Christmas song, Charlie? I think maybe "Do They Know It's Christmas," the Band-Aid one, but
do they know? Yeah, it doesn't bang for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't like it, but it doesn't bang for me. Right, Now 100 hits Christmas. Let's see which one I don't like.
Yeah, Now 100.
Driving Home for Christmas is a bit shit. It's not too bad. It's not too bad though, but I like
his voice.
But I don't like his voice.
Really?
I like his voice, but whenever I hear him sing it, I can hear people who like his voice singing it, and I don't like their voice.
Oh, that's fair. I didn't know the Pretenders had a 2,000 miles. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I quite. To be honest,
song that I really, really hate.
Go on.
I forgot what it's called. The fucking Paul McCartney one. Have a wonderful Christmas.
Yes, that one. Shit. Wonderful Christmas Time, Paul McCartney. Simply. That's fair. That is not a good Christmas song.
I think it is probably Do They Know It's Christmas.
Do They Know It's Christmas is not great as well.
I quite like Christmas songs.
Do you?
I'm big into. I just like Christmas, man.
Sure, yeah.
December's the best month. I don't care what anyone says.
Sure. I also quite like Christmas. I mean, not as much. I'm not as into it as I used to be. Like, there's not really much in it for me anymore. But it's like I do.
There's not much in it for me.
I don't
get as many presents as before, so I'm no longer enjoying it.
That's not what I mean when I say like there's not much in it for me anymore. Like I don't see as many family. I don't have as much family anymore. Like that's kind of what I mean. There's just not much going on or like around like me or my family anymore, and it's just kind of lame, really.
Yeah, I kind of similar. Like I enjoy Christmas when I'm spending time with family and stuff. That's
honestly, it's part of it's one of the many reasons why I want to have children is Christmas, to be quite honest.
So you can buy all the stuff.
But they're not just for Christmas, Louis. They're for life.
I know that, Charlie.
You've already got a dog. Come on, Louis.
I don't know. There's genuinely nothing like more amazing for me than just to see children happy at Christmas.
Jesus, what have we become?
I think Santa Claus is coming to town is a bit shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Is this too wholesome for you?
Yeah, I don't know what's happened.
Well, am I being too wholesome right now?
Louis being too Louis of all people said there's nothing better than seeing the smile on children's faces at Christmas.
Yeah, but now you say it like that, it sounds a bit less wholesome. It sounds a bit weird when you say it.
Yeah, it does sound a bit weird when you say it like that. And I didn't say that. Just seeing children happy at Christmas, it's just nice, man. Like you don't know what's going on in their lives, and it's just. And I think if children are just happy at Christmas, then it's just a good thing, man.
Sure. Yeah.
It's just kind of magical for them.
Yeah, that's nice.
I think the Santa Claus.
It's an experience you just will never get as an adult. Unless you yourself have children.
Yeah.
Like Santa Claus is coming to town's too overplayed, and I can't be dealing with it.
Wonderful Christmas Time is not a good song. The Paul McCartney one.
I don't mind Wonderful Christmas Time, but I don't hear it that much. But I don't mind it. It also has weird Beatley electronic nonsense going on in the background, which I don't mind too much. But the Jackson 5 on Santa Claus Coming to Town is just it's gratingly. I don't know. I can't be getting on board with that one.
That's fair. Like I feel like a lot of the Christmas songs that I tend to really dislike are when I think it's like a whole bunch of them. It's like Santa Baby, but when a modern pop singer tries to do a really sexy version of it, and that makes me feel really uncomfortable.
I can't be arsed with fucking modern covers of like songs from that period trying to be sad. Like, go away. It's every film trailer ever. It's just like, oh, but what if we had fucking, I don't know, let's get some random woman to sing flipping "You Spin Me Right Round, Baby," but in a sad way. It's like, go away. I don't want you anymore.
Didn't Justin Bieber do a Christmas song?
He has had a Christmas song. I assume he's
Probably. But to be fair, I'm only thinking of ones I actually know. Like, I'm certain there's going to be some Christmas song I've never heard of by like Justin Bieber. Or like, there's one on. I'm looking at this list. There's one by Leona Lewis, which I've never heard. And I'm sure I'll hate it more than I would Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
I think Justin Bieber had a full-on Christmas album.
Oh God!
Called Under the Mistletoe, with 11 songs.
God, man, no thank you.
I mean, the deluxe edition DVD contains bonus exclusive content, 18 songs on the deluxe edition DVD, 16 on the Japanese deluxe edition.
You're telling me you don't want to do a reaction video to Now 100 Hits Christmas, all 4 hours and 45 minutes of it?
I do not know. I absolutely do not.
I think you're missing out, but fair. What about if instead of all of that album, you do the Christmas Hits Spotify playlist, which is 6 hours and 21 minutes long?
I mean, that also sounds bad.
Yes, it's 2 hours longer.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
2 hours longer.
I don't think that's a possibility. I also need like a little Christmas hat. I need to buy one.
What about if you do a reaction to the Christmas Hits Spotify playlist, all 6 hours and 21 minutes of it, but instead of you reacting to it, I listen to it and then sing it to you on a Discord call as well as I can, and you react to that?
I'm okay with doing that if you want to do that.
All 6 hours and 21 minutes.
Yeah, you're surely.
I'll start now and then we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. No, don't do it now. We will actually. Are you starting off with Last Christmas?
Don't want a lot for Christmas.
Is poo.
There is just one thing I need. I also don't know the lyrics, alright. I can care about your presence beneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own.
Yeah.
More than you will ever know. Here we go. Big bit. Make my wish come true.
Oh God.
All I want for Christmas is... Wait for it.
Sorry.
Yes, Louis, get involved. I don't want... See, imagine that, but for 6 hours.
This is how we get copyright striked on fucking songs.
I agree. My rendition was incredibly accurate. What about if we did that? I did the singing and Louis did the instrumentals with his singing. I think we've got it. now.
I'm absolutely happy to have just a video of you two singing Christmas songs at me for hours on end. If you want to do that.
No, but you have to react to it. So when you pause when you pause the song to like talk about what's going on, you just say pause.
That was a nice little
and then we
run
both
from
have
Charlie
to
there.
We have to be
really hit that high note.
Yeah, I think I could bang.
Yeah, that'd be nice and fun.
I think I could bang.
Sometimes video games sings Christmas. We should do our own Christmas album.
Listen, Rate My Takeaway did a Christmas song, so we could as well.
We absolutely could do a Christmas song. I mean, it's probably too late now, but next year we get a Christmas song going, yeah.
Yeah.
Do we write our own Christmas song, or do we do a cover?
No, we have to write our own, surely.
Sure. What would our Christmas song
be? At best, it's a parody in that we get an instrumental version from another actual Christmas song and just change the lyrics.
Maybe.
It's sometimes Christmas.
Sometimes it's Christmas.
Yeah.
Only once a year.
Yeah, bro, that's the lyrics.
That's the lyrics, yeah.
But only once a year, Sometimes it's Christmas, full of Christmas cheer. The playing video games and talking about them a bit. Don't eat too much food because you'll need to do a shit. I don't know. There's something there. I'm just saying we could vibe it.
I was gonna rhyme with year. I was gonna rhyme beer with year. Don't drink too much beer. I don't fucking know.
Sure, I was going for the classic AB structure. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, we're good. I think that's one thing for you to watch out next year. I'll write it on our list of sometimes video game stuff. We're going to do a sometimes video games Christmas song next year. Hold us to it. I'll write it on my list of things to do, and we'll plan it later. How do we all feel about that?
That sounds good.
Louis can do a rap.
A rap? A rap? Yo, it's Christmas, innit? Yo.
You can do a rap about how you like to watch the children. It's great.
No, because that just makes me sound like a paedophile.
Maybe.
I don't want another court order to stay away from children, Adam.
True. You sure? Oh, so watch out for next year when we're gonna do a Christmas song. At least one song, maybe an album. Who knows? And we could do a Christmas covers album.
Oh God, this is getting out of hand. A single is enough.
Right,
an album, no one wants an album.
We'll do a Christmas single.
No one wants an album.
No,
yeah. I mean, I would make the argument no one wants the single either, but that is at least bants for 3 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
Anything more than that seems emphatic.
I get you.
Overly so.
Yeah,
I would also just like to say this is not something we need to comment on. We can move on straight after this. When you type in "Rate My Takeaway Christmas," which is what I wanted to find the Christmas song because I wanted to remember what it was called. If you just keep scrolling down, one of the other videos it suggests is 10 guilty teenage convicts reacting to life sentences. And it's got 2.9 million views, so fuck my life. Anyway,
nice.
Right, let's move on.
That's interesting. I think that's probably about it for today, then. Thank you very much, everyone.
Probably for the best.
Probably. Thank you very much, everyone who came by, had a listen, that sort of thing. We will be live on Sunday as usual. 8 PM Sundays. Come have a go. Until then, it's been nice having you here, and we'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.